Thanks for joining me for this week's business tip. Today we're going to talk about how I know I shouldn't work with someone. Everyone's been there. They've had that client where they kind of thought maybe they shouldn't have done it, but maybe they were in a financial situation where they felt like they had to take a client on, or it was a referral from someone else and they felt like they had to say yes when they really wanted to say no. Here are some tips that will help you decide whether or not you should say yes or no to a client. And if you need it, I am giving you permission to not work with everyone who wants to do business with you. So first, it's very, very important to realize that not everyone who wants your product or service, especially if you're in the service industry, not everyone who wants that service is the right customer for you. In previous videos, I've talked about creating your marketing message, and I talk about having a problem that you solve for a client. So the first filter that I put all of my potential customers through is figuring out whether or not this customer has a problem that I solve. So there might be someone who wants to work with me, who wants to give me money, and some of my programs are $10,000 or more. And when they want to give me money, but they don't really have a problem that I am solving with that product that they're wanting to buy from me, the product being consulting or coaching, I won't work with them because it's just going to end up with both of us being unhappy. They're going to be going through training and consulting and coaching, trying to solve a problem that they don't have. So they're going to end up at the end of the program feeling like it wasn't a good program, because for them it wasn't a good program. And even though I know that the programs that I teach are great programs and have significant value, if you don't have the problem that that program solves, it's not going to have that value for you. And therefore, it doesn't make sense. So everyone is going to end up unhappy. They're possibly going to leave a bad review. They're for sure not going to tell their friends and colleagues about me and what a great coach I am and how much I helped grow their business or helped them with productivity issues or some other problem that they were having. So it's just going to be bad for everyone. And even though it's really tempting to want to take that money because they want to give it to me, I try to always remember to say no. It's never going to work out well in the long run. And I'm not here just to do financial transactions with my customers. I am here to grow long-term relationships with these customers that I can, get referrals from them, get great reviews from them, that they're happy with every service they purchase from me. The second funnel that I put my potential clients through is if someone is not open to change and willing to put forth the work to make that change, which can be just a couple hours a week. If they aren't willing to spend the time, the energy, and they aren't open to doing something different, then they're not a good fit for me. Those are my requirements. Now, if you are especially in a service-related industry, or if you have a product that solves a very particular problem in a particular way, you need to have some barriers, some requirements in order for someone to become a customer for you, because you don't want them to just give you money. You want them to become a raving fan and have a great experience and tell everyone about you. And for my services, if you're not willing to try something different when it comes to marketing or to make a change in order to double your sales and grow your business, there is no amount of systems and processes and coaching and teaching that I can do that's going to help you. So those are my requirements. You need to figure out what your requirements are for your products and services. And then the third tip that I have for you is to just trust your gut. There are some times where you are not going to be able to put your finger on what it is. You're not going to be able to describe it with words. And you are going to meet with a potential client where they're not trying to negotiate a price reduction. They're not rude. They showed up on time. They have a problem that you solve, and they say all the right things. But there's this feeling, and you don't really know what it is. 9 times out of 10, go with your gut. You're going to be right. There's going to be the one-offs where maybe it's just they're having a bad, like there could be any number of things, and you say, I don't think you're a good fit for me, and you take a pass on them, and who knows, they could have been a great customer for you. Now, maybe you already know that you kind of have a cynical gut, and you can't really trust it. Maybe your gut doesn't trust anyone. Maybe you're feeling a little imposter syndrome, and your gut's telling you that you can't help anyone, that no one's a good fit for you, that you can't do this. Those are not the times where you should listen to your gut. If you've been in business and helping customers and you know your value and you know that you can trust your gut because you listened to your gut and you dismissed it and it burnt you in the end, and it's burnt you more than once. And you know for sure that you've got a gut that has some pretty good taste buds, then I would say pass on the clients that just give you that bad gut feeling, because I can guarantee you that 80% of your problems are going to be a result of 20% of your customers. And nobody wants that. It's so much better to have the right fit clients that have a problem that you solve, that are ready for you to fix the problem that you solve and feel good to you. If you are a coach or a consultant, or you're working with someone, especially on a one-to-one or a group basis, it's so important for you to work with people that you just gel well with. You're not going to be the best fit for everyone. I am not the best fit for everyone. And I have other coaches and consultants that I can refer people to if I'm not a good fit for them. But it is important for your joy, for your passion to remain strong, for your business to continue to grow, that you only work with the right people for you and what you offer. So let's do a quick review. Work with people that you are able to solve their problem. If they don't have a problem that you solve, you probably shouldn't work with them. Have a list of requirements that your clients must have. For me, they must be willing to change, and they must be willing to put in some effort. And don't forget to listen to your gut. If you know you can trust it, don't ignore it. Subscribe to my channel so you never miss a tip. And next week, I'm going to talk about the best investments that I made in myself and my business.